Hey dreamers, this is Jade and I have finally finished my daily journal. I call it the Daily Chronicle and this is the one that I write in each night, just to basically recount the day. If I'm having any strong feelings about anything, then I'll put it down in here or something like that, whatever. However, I had gotten really disenchanted with the way that I was doing it before, and so I scaled down to this very small size. It's the pocket size, and all I did was take an A6 size Hobonichi notebook and I cut it down to 3.5 by 5.5, which is a pocket size, if you are not familiar with the different 10 sizes and all of that kind of stuff. So just to compare, this is what they originally look like. It's an A6 size, which is 4 by 6, and this is the pocket size, what I cut it down to. So as you can see, lengthwise and widthwise, it is a little different, and this is just one I have in my stash. I'm not going to take it out of the plastic. And then so comparing it to my one that's finished, I'm so happy to be done with this. Of course, I still have to keep up with it because I am taking what's in here and putting it in my creative journal, which I am severely behind in, but that's neither here nor there. I do need to set up a new one of these so I can you know, start taking my daily, semi-daily, I should say, what do you call them, journal entries. So just to give you a comparison, and with this one I didn't do a lot of like decorating with dimensional anything, because I don't really like to do that with my journals. I like to try to keep them, I like for them to chunk up, but I like for them to also be as flat as possible so it's not difficult to get them on the shelf or anything like that. So just comparing the two, as you can see, and then also this way. So yeah, I'm excited to set this up and get into it, and I think I may do like a quick little flip of this. I might speed it up just because, you know, like I don't know if I want people really reading everything in it or anything like that, but whatever, we'll see. I'm not sure, or maybe I'll just blur the pages, I don't know. But or I could do it from the side, because like I love how I did this, you know. But anyway, I'm rambling right now. So what I am going to do, I only picked out like a few different things that I think I want to use in decorating, which is simple. So I picked out this paper for the cover, and possibly one of these typewriters, and then I'm not sure how the rest of it will come together, or if I'll even use these. It's just what I have in my head right now, so we shall see. But I am going to stop talking and I am going to start decorating this cover, and I will put you guys on fast forward and we'll see how it goes. Okay, so let's get into it. So I'm going to start off by measuring out a piece of this cardstock. It is from 49 and Market, the Spectrum Sherbert collection. And what I measure out is slightly larger than the actual cover, because I want to get it stuck down and then just cut off the sides so the fit is more perfect than me just trying to actually measure it out specifically to the actual size and then getting it wrong, because I have done that before. So here I'm going ahead and putting down some double-sided tape, and as you will see when I get this is one, this tape, I like the stickiness of it. However, it is very difficult to tear, so I had to actually cut off the end of it unless I wanted to be here all day. And as you can see, it is a little bit thicker, so I had to kind of double up towards the end of that. And so I'm just getting that pressed down with my bone folder to make sure everything is adhered well, so when I put my paper on it, it gets nice and stuck down. And so as you can see, I am getting that done, and I had to make sure it was completely correct and straight up against that spine. I didn't want to cover the spine, so yeah. And so now I'm just cutting off the excess on the edge. One thing I realized I did not do, which it actually doesn't need it, I mean, going back and looking at it, was after I do this, most times I usually will sand down the edges just in case. However, I didn't do that this time, but like I said, everything fit fine. So as you can see, I am trying out my ideas here with the typewriters, and they just did not work for me. So I got up and I was looking for something. I think I was looking for smaller typewriters, and I came across this die pack that I had, and I remembered that little deer in it. And I was like, maybe I could use that. Now this die pack, this die cut pack, it is not like something you can readily get from Amazon or anything like that. But if anybody is looking for it, I did pick it up from AliExpress, and if I'm not mistaken, it's called the Happy Day die cut pack or something like that, and it's by Creative Path. So if you're looking for it, that's what you need to look up on AliExpress. I don't know if they still have them, but it's worth a shot looking if you are looking for them. They have a lot of cute dies you can see for yourself. Anyway, I'm pulling out bits and pieces from different collections. Here is a Vicky Bouton collection, and that back thing. I tried out ones from Sweet Rush, but the one that I ended up going with was from the Color Study collection, the ephemera pack, which I really loved. And that flower die cut is actually from that free gift I got from scrapbook.com, and I want to say it's Pink Fresh. You guys know that anything I can link in the making of this video. Um, if you're interested or looking for it, I will try to have a link for it below. So yeah. Anyway, I'm just trying to get the placement. I have the idea in my head of what I want this to look like finally. So I'm just trying to get that done. I had to cut down the sides of that, even though I really, really like the way that looked kind of like a piece of notebook paper, but it wasn't going to fit the way I needed it to fit on this cover. So I did go ahead and just cut that down on my trimmer. And here I'm placing the little deer, and it just looks so springy and fun and cute. Excuse me. And so yeah, and then the flowers, just I love it. So I cut that off, of course, on the side there, and I'm looking at it and I'm like, can I use that other piece that I just cut off? And so I will end up taking that little flower piece there and sticking it in the corner. I try out different sides just to see what I like the best, and I go with the top left corner. And so yeah, and then continuing on, I'm trying to see if there's anything else I need to put on here. But I have a habit of, decorating too much sometimes. So I leave it at that. And then I use this, what do you call this thing? It is a Dymo label maker. It's the embossing one. And usually it works fine, but sometimes it gives me trouble. And I'm just letting you know now. So, and it has this thing. Anyway, I go into that later. So I get that down. I get this little documented piece down. Again, like I said, I'm trying not to go overboard. So I'm pulling out pieces, trying to see if I want to stick something in that corner. And eventually I'm like, no, just leave it alone. That's enough. And so I do just leave it alone. But to finish it off, I do cover the front with some packing tape so it can last throughout however long I use this. The other one was nearly a year. I didn't quite make a year, but it was nearly a year. I'm hoping to finish this one way sooner than that, but we shall see. So I am getting that packing tape all burnished down, and then this is the last one piece that I need. Since it's a small cover, I only needed two, and I'm cutting the edges like I would do if I was binding a book, and then I'm getting that stuck down. And that's pretty much it. Okay, I am finished with my decorations. I definitely wanted to use colors that brought up the seasons of spring and summer for me because, well, summer is my favorite season, and then spring is like blooming and rebirth, and then you start to see the flowers and the trees start coming back to life, and then the birds are chirping like crazy. So yeah, I love it. And so as I was wont to do, as you can see, this did not end up like anything that I had pictured in my head, but it's okay because I really love the way that it turned out. I was about to start going to town with this space up here, but I have a habit of getting things the way that I like and feeling like it needs something more, and then once I get the more down, I end up not liking it, so I made myself stop. And so this is just what it's gonna be, and I am pleased with this. So yeah, got that all together, and
As far as this, because this was not fitting across here, and I did this off camera because trying to get this thing to do properly sometimes is a pain in my rear end. um and so I just did it off camera, and as you can see, it's a little weird. I don't know if this is the new ones. I've seen some other people complain about them, but you see where the letters are close together here and then they get really spaced out here, and I don't know why or how that is happening. If I can fix it, I will, because I prefer them, for my own taste, I prefer them closer together like that, than all of this spaced out. That just looks a little weird to me. But even trying to fit Chronicles across, it just didn't look right. So I just did it all as one and decided to put it down the spine here. And since this is my volume 2 of using the Tomoe River paper one cut down, then that's why I put volume 2 here. So I don't know how long this is going to last, but I really enjoyed doing this one. So we'll see how long I stay in this, how long it brings me joy, I should say. But yeah, that is pretty much it. If anyone has any comments or questions about anything, then please leave those below in the comment section. You guys know that anything that I can link that I use for materials and decorating this cover will be in the description box below, so you can definitely check there. And I'm just gonna slip this in here. I'm so excited to use this tonight, and that's it. We're all done. Look how cute that is. Anyway, so yeah, I hope you all have been safe and well. If you enjoyed this content, please consider liking, subscribing, and sharing, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye.